So if you're a business owner and you're watching this, you're probably thinking, how can you prevent so much churn of closers joining your offer? I'll explain how you can do it. We found out exactly what's going on. But why should you listen to me? My name's Joel Elstar. My company is called Nomadic Closer. We're a placement agency that place closers on offers very similar to yours. And we've done over 1,000 placements on 400 businesses over the past couple of years. When we first started placing closers on businesses, we actually had a 32% churn, and it was driving us absolutely insane. Why are closers churning? We've done the interviews, the business owner did the interviews, they get onboarded, they fuck off 2, 3 weeks later. We found out why. The biggest issue is businesses aren't structured. They don't have operating systems. They don't have SOPs. They don't have onboarding docs and training. So imagine this. Imagine a closer has now found their dream job. You found your dream closer. And all of a sudden, what happens is you've onboarded them. You've given them maybe a couple of, previous calls to review, access to CRM, the pitch or the presentation. Off you go, do your job, best of luck. And it doesn't work. Imagine if you're a business owner on your first day in a new office, and all of a sudden there's paperwork all over the place. You're probably thinking, well, where do I start? Imagine if you're an employee and you go and it's your first day. You walk into the same office, there's paperwork all over the place, and then the boss turns around and says, hey, good luck on your first day. Bring me in a deal. They're like, okay, but there's paperwork all over the place. Like, where do I start? Just start. What's going to happen? That new employee is probably going to look around and think, fuck this, I'm out the door, and just leaves. So you need to have a solid onboarding document. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you just a small little template. There's lots of different ways you can do it, but this is the easiest and fastest way to actually prevent churn. So we had a 32% churn and we managed to reduce that to 12% churn, which is fantastic in this industry. So let me jump into my computer and I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to prevent. So I'm going to show you a little document here. So in this document, this is just a little template that we have, okay? So as you can see, this is just a templated onboarding document. On the first part here, we have the quick links. So what I would suggest, I'm more than happy to send this over. Just send me a message, reach out, and I'll get this sent over to you. This is like the quick links. So if closer is just kind of lost and they want to figure out where quick links are, you can add all your quick links here. A bit about the company. So just go ahead and just figure out who everyone is. Maybe you can link it to Slack. So if someone needs to reach out to someone, and this is all hyperlinked, straight away they can send a message in Slack. Understanding a bit about what the offer actually is. So go down, describe the offer, who the founders are, the mission, vision, the values of the company. Like, I don't think people actually realize that you need to build culture. In every single step, you can see that there's a purpose of like why you should do this. I always suggest a 3-day onboarding period, and in each day you can break it down and have certain training and tasks and homework. Now, although you are sending out an agreement to the closers, it's still nice to understand the commission structure, bonuses, what their KPIs are, payment role. How do they actually invoice you? How does it work? So you can add it all here. Additional tools. So you've got the payment links, funding options. Again, you can add and reduce and take away as many things as you possibly need, but just add everything in here. Like, what are the, what's the sales training? Like, what do they need to go through? Make sure they go through the presentation, they understand the VSL, the thank you page. I always like to say, if you're onboarding a closer, get them to try and see if they see any mistakes in the marketing, in the funnels. Maybe even go ahead, go through the funnel, book a call, do a mystery call. So if you follow this doc, it will save you a massive amount of headache. The other thing I like to do as well in frequently asked questions, like, what is your internal process? So if you just do like FAQs in here, people, closers, anyone in the company that's joining, they can go in and understand like the internal process. And then you've got the product knowledge. So what is the product knowledge? Why don't you add the FAQs in here? And the most important, once you have all of this, you can actually make a GPT So anyone that has a question, anyone that has an objection while they're on the call, they can go into the GPT. They have all the product knowledge, all the frequently asked questions, maybe quick links, whatever it is, and they can pull it up straight away. If not, that's fine. They can go to the OneDoc and they can come in here and then they can search for the quick links. So I would love to know what you do. There are other businesses that take this and they create a training process on school. So they have a school, you can call it classrooms, where it's a 3-day training and they go through all the step-by-steps in 3-day training. Some of them have the classrooms where you have the training and then the next module is like all the quick links. There's so many different ways of doing it, but you need to make sure that people are coming into your business and they understand everything about the offer, how it works, where to go, KPIs. So are you really doing this? If not, you need to ask yourself, if you really want to get closers that perform straight away, make sure that you have a solid onboarding process. Anyway, like I said, reach out to me if you do want to have a copy of this document. I'm more than happy to send it over. And for now, that's it. My name's Joel Elstar. Speak to you soon.